What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Keyshawn. I got my boy Joy with me today. You know, we got a lot of talk about. We got a lot of talk about, you know.
Yeah, we do. Got a lot to
Uh,
talk about.
yeah, so I just need everyone to like, share, comment, subscribe, please. I don't be on here much. I work full time a lot and it sucks. But, I'm trying to
I
make it
know it.
through. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's start it off with this Ariel Hewani interview with CM Punk, bro. Oh my gosh,
This
like,
guy, you saw every bit of CM Punk in that interview.
mm,
Every bit of him. Like it was cool to see. Like I don't think I ever really dug deep to try to find anything real about from CM Punk. You know what I mean? But it was just cool to see. Really
yeah,
cool to see.
yeah, like he gave us like information about what was going on with the whole Jack Perry thing, just like how Tony is. But we pretty much all like knew how Tony was. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, like
for
he
sure.
he doesn't really seem like a boss. He doesn't seem like, a guy to take action. But man, um,
Backboneless, very much so.
yeah.
Like,
So
and if you don't have a backbone, you gotta have somebody around you at least to have the backbone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and Punk had to be the guy, and now look at him.
I
So
mean, like the one quote that was pretty damning was like, "Yo, if you don't take care of this, I will," and nothing really happened. So like,
yeah,
he just did what he had to do.
yeah, that's just on you. Like,
Hmm.
and with the whole Jack Perry thing as well. Like, he said he was friends with Jack Perry. Like, they were cool. He had no problems with the kid. But then all of a sudden, like, he's yelling backstage at Tony Schiavone and all these other producers or whatever. Like, come on, man. Like, you got to listen to the older heads. Like, I don't know what it is with these dudes, man.
You know what it is? It's just everybody think that they could carve their own path regardless on what who carved the path before them. Like they don't ever look at, and I feel like it's kind of like a whole generational thing. Like I feel like like a lot of athletes today are kind of like that. It's like who carved the path before you? You know, are you gonna follow that path? Because obviously he's doing something right. Like, are you gonna follow that kind of path? It just didn't seem like Punk was ever welcome there,
Yeah,
just from the way that he felt.
yeah. I think it all stems from that Colt Cabana thing.
Hmm.
And then they were talking to the elite, and the elite's like, "Oh, we don't like this guy because you don't like him." Some clicky stuff,
Yeah,
made life hard for him.
and then Cole ain't never been on TV since.
Never.
Never been on TV since. It's like he been just gone. Like nobody, not even like TNA or like New Japan or nothing. Like he just disappeared.
And is it a big deal? Like, are people up at arms that he's not on TV right now?
Nah, man, no one cares.
So,
I thought Ariel hit him with the right questions, though. I must say, Ariel
mm,
did hit him with the questions that most of us want to know about.
yeah,
He'll at least ask, and if he gets a no, he's cool with getting a no. Like that was the cool thing about it. Because I watched the whole thing.
mhm.
I know it's been like clipped up on the internet to 100 million clips at this point. Where I
Yeah,
was just scrolling through them just a second ago. They were still interesting.
yeah. Everything he said was
Hmm.
gave very much like a good insight of what was going on backstage. Like, when he first returned to WWE, and like when he was leaving AEW. So yeah, it was
I
good.
think I think a lot of the things that he couldn't answer was more telling. Like he was saying that he had like an NDA for some of the
Mhm.
questions that Ariel had. That's more telling than anything. That means like someone is embarrassed and it's not him.
Yes,
And it's
exactly.
not him,
It's not
right?
him. Not him.
That's
So
what,
I think we know who is
yeah. Yeah,
embarrassed.
exactly. But like and he said it wasn't him, right? So it's like that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be, right? Like
You
I
know,
think that was more telling than anything, just to say, just showing like how embarrassing it is backstage back there. Like, but he also did leave it as like he doesn't regret nothing. Like he doesn't regret going there. He doesn't regret the time that he spent there. I mean,
yeah,
bro, like, I mean,
I
this
I think
probably.
I think going through all that like kind of made him the guy he is now. You know, like
Mhm. You could just see he's just so much. He feels like a different energy than he was the
yeah,
last time he was here. Like it
yeah,
and I'm saying here as in WWE, of course, because I'm more of a WWE fan than an AEW fan, just because of the fact that I didn't get the chance to watch AEW like I get to watch WWE. I could spend the time, I just don't get the chance to. But yeah, it's. I just think that I think that it's not a comparable product, and he knew it after a while. Like he started to feel like he was talking about his injury and his rehab for his injury, and I thought that was crazy. Like they basically told him, "Here's the company credit card. Go find it on your own." Like that's like like and he said it. He said something really telling. He's like, "Would you?" And the Cons own the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, would you have the Jaguars doing this kind of rehab? Because we're pretty much the Jaguars. We're the players of the Jaguars. We are your team here.
yeah.
Like, and like, there's so much from that interview that you could just say it's like, wow, sheesh.
He said Tony's a nice guy. He's not a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it seems like it. He's hugging everyone, but when it's time, when things get serious, he's just not. He's not there.
You don't got no backbone. That's what it is. He got all the power, but no backbone to use the power. You feel me?
Sounds like someone I know. Pochettino.
Let's not go there, Kishno. Let's talk
I
about a
know,
different sport, my guy.
I know, but that just popped up in my head. But anyway, yeah.
Oh
But
man.
but overall, that was a great interview.
Oh, fantastic. And did you I don't know if you got to see the interview with Rhea afterwards, but Becky
Nah,
walked in and that was attitude era type level stuff out there. I love it. I love
yeah.
everything about what's going on in the
Mhm.
WWE. I'm sure we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, I'm loving it too, like, and okay, and people are like, oh, it's so much talking, but yo, like, I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't wait for them to fight, like,
Yeah.
they're not giving you the fight like right now, like,
Well, why would they?
exactly.
They got the biggest stage that they're gonna be on in a at this weekend. And like the
Mm,
last 2 weeks is just them trying to build it up. Like if you ever see, I mean, I'm sorry. Like but have you watched the last three WrestleManias? Let's just say the last three. We don't even have to go past three, right? Let's say the last three. They've all been like this. Everyone has been the last 2 weeks of before WrestleMania. Raw and SmackDown is build up and talking. They ain't fighting. Nobody fighting nobody. Nobody wants to get injured before WrestleMania.
yeah.
There's one thing. And then the second thing is that's that's their Super Bowl. Like, why would they? Like
Yeah,
that's their Super Bowl.
they gotta sell the fight. Like,
Right.
they're not gonna give it all to you like day
Man,
one.
they've been selling the heck out of these fights.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's we're gonna get into it more. Actually, we're just gonna segue into the predictions now. Honestly.
Alright, cool.
All right. So no particular order, but first on the list, we got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dominic and Santos Escobar. Honestly, like this came up last minute, and I had a feeling that it was gonna be Dragon Lee as his partner.
Okay, you gotta tell me why, because I that one I still can't understand. I still can't understand why they connect. It didn't just do Carlito. Like
I,
you could tell me
I
why,
know,
please.
right? I felt
You could
so
have done
bad.
just Carlito, but and I don't mind it because I love what Dragon Lee's bringing to NXT at this current moment. Like once again,
Mm,
NXT is not one that I watch consistently,
yeah,
but when I do, he's one of those guys that pop for me, right?
yeah.
Like he's one of those guys that you could see like some
So
serious stuff on.
So like they pretty much want Dragon Lee to be like the next Ray, you know. They want him to take the mantle, the next step.
The mask.
Yeah. So that's who I don't know, for some reason I just instantly thought it was gonna be Dragon Lee because Carlito, I don't like Carlito as a face. He shouldn't be a face, and
That's
that's
true.
and that's why I think what's gonna happen is I think Carlito might screw them over. Like, oh, you didn't pick me, like on some Santos thing, and then like
Yeah. I see. I can see that.
because I want
I can see
Carlito
that.
to, I want him to
I
spit in
just
people's
can't see
face.
the story ending. That's the thing, is I
Yeah,
can't see the story ending.
yeah,
Like I can see I mean a win over Rey Mysterio. Like if Dom wins over Rey, it's just like we can continue this story, right?
mhm.
If Rey wins over Dom, it's like
That's pretty much it.
where do you go?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I just if like we're talking like how if they're gonna continue that story, which I absolutely see them doing. Like I do not see them ending anything with that LWO feud.
yeah, yeah.
We're
So
talking Escobar Dominic win.
yeah, me too. I'm definitely going with that. Even though I mean it depends. Like if they start the show off, or maybe if they start the show off, then but okay, let's have it on a high note or whatever. But
Nah, bro. They want all the heat that they can bring in for
yeah,
night one.
you can get
Night one, you want all the heat. You want everybody angry. So when they come on to the next day, they
yeah,
could like either make stories or break stories. You feel me?
and hopefully Santos can get some of that heat that Dom
Yeah.
has being
Yep.
next to him.
Yep.
Because like people, the crowd hasn't really been reacting to him. I don't think he's been bad at all. Like the
No, I
crowd,
don't think he's been bad. I don't know if the crowd's been super reactive, but I also think that's just the lack of Ray being around. Like Ray just came back. You
yeah,
feel me?
that's
Like
true,
so
definitely.
it's like the lack of Ray being around. I feel like the whole story is just like revolved around Ray. So it's like you have to like Dominic's beef with Ray, Santos beef with Ray, but Ray not around to have beef with them. It kind of like
Yeah,
makes the story kind of in the background. You feel me?
definitely. So yeah, we both got Santos and Dominic. So I'm gonna go to the next match, and that's the 6-pack ladder match, the tag team ladder match. So we got the
Okay.
Judgment Day, DIY, Awesome Truth, the New Day, A Town Down Under, and the New Catch Republic. So I'll let you go first on like who you think is the most likely to win it.
This this one is between the two, right? It's either Awesome Truth or Judgment Day. Like I don't see the others having a real shot at it at a WrestleMania stage, but like R-Truth's pop is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like his pop is just ridiculous, and like not for nothing, you're talking about like the Miz is like one of the greatest of this generation, right? Like you can't ever count him out from winning anything because like he could just win like that, and you wouldn't blink because he's the Miz. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I don't know where they're going with this Judgment Day thing, and I don't know if they're gonna do this so my man Senor Money in the Bank can actually use that briefcase on something. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I
definitely.
still think that thing's in play, right? Like
Hmm.
he'll still have the ability to use that thing, but I don't know if they'll give him both. You feel me? I don't know
Yeah,
if they'll let him have both, right?
yeah,
So
definitely. See,
so that's the only thing with that specific match. It's either one or the other for me. Like I could see them continuing with Judgment Day, but I also could see with the amount of pop R-Truth has with the Miz, them just
yeah,
them winning it too.
yeah, yeah. I only think it's gonna be Awesome Truth. Like there has to be that moment when Truth's grabbing the belt. The crowd will go crazy for that.
Yeah.
The crowd will love that.
If he wins it, bro, they would love like a pop that they get from Truth winning the tag team. Like would be nuts,
It
dude.
would be
Would be
crazy.
absolutely insane. It would be great, just like overall content to see him just like holding the belt all confused and shit.
Yeah.
Like or like acting like John Cena with the belt, like afterwards, like come back with like and like after WrestleMania, come back, his belt has a spinner on it. like like that's the kind of content that I just would love to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, could
bro.
you just see him doing some old John Cena things with the belt, spin the belt? You know what I mean? Like,
I
just
I can see them split the belts after this. What if they?
they need to, bro. They need to split them belts.
Yeah, they
That would
need
be
to,
awesome.
right? Would it be possible if one team grabbed one belt and the other team grabbed another belt?
Oh,
It's just
another set,
like,
like the sets are separated, like in
yeah,
fours instead of in twos. What if they separated the sets of belts? Like the belts, they had the SmackDown ones and then the Raw ones just separate.
I
You
would,
feel me? In
yeah.
the ladder match. You feel me? And then
Mhm.
like there's an opportunity for two teams to win a title
Yeah,
in that one ladder match. That would be sick. That honestly would be the coolest way of like splitting the belts.
that
You
would
feel
be
me?
definitely.
That would be so cool. Actually, now that I think about it, that would be so sick if they had a double championship ladder match where they had both sets of belts hanging up. That would be so cool. And then you'd have to have Judgment Day try to win them both back, like try to get them both. You know what I'm saying?
Then they
And
come out
having
with
both of
none.
them, and they come out with none. Exactly. That would be
That would
so
be
sick.
great. I hope they do that. That I would
Yeah,
definitely
we
love
just
to
coming up with storylines as we go.
see. Oh man, what will be next? Let me pick the next match. Oh, we got this match here. It's brother versus brother, Yeet versus no Yeet, Jimmy versus Jay Uso. Yo, the brother. I gotta see Rikishi. I want to see Rikishi.
Yeah, yeah. Rikishi got to come out and just ref the whole thing, son. He
I'm
got
gonna,
to be the special volunteer ref. Yeah, that'd be
but
great.
I'm calling it now. I think Jimmy's gonna win it. I
Really?
really think Jimmy's gonna win it. Only really because he needs some heat. Like he doesn't really have like any heat for like
I think
like
that I honestly think that Jimmy's just happy his wife's back. Like I don't think anything else. I think he's just happy his wife's back. Like he
I'll be
just
happy
chilling.
too. I'll be
Yeah,
happy
I'd be
either.
happy too. That straight up, I'd be happy too.
Like
But like,
he's
I
back.
think that that's just like he just happy to be here, bro.
Nah,
Like he happy he here. He happy his wife here, and like
because I
I
don't
would
know.
not be surprised if Jay wins this like again. I would not.
Like
To me, Jay's the better wrestler though.
yeah,
That's
I want to say Jay would win, but I think the heat Jimmy will get if he beats him. I'm like Jimmy could actually like this could actually be something for him. Like he could just come out and start bragging, "Oh yeah, I beat Jay, this and that," and, and Jay
Wait,
could.
did they just recently have a match not too long ago?
I don't. Did they? No.
Like within the last year, I know they've had a match.
Oh, maybe within the last year. But yeah, Jay can always get his win back. Like he can beat him like backlash or something later down the line. But I don't know. I
I'm
think the
not
shock
opposed to whoever
factor.
wins. I just love the Rikishi part of the storyline
Yeah,
happening, like that. And I've seen the rumors on it, and I was like, it just needs to be a part. He just needs to be a part of it somehow, like special guest referee Rikishi for his two sons
or like
or his
Solo tries to
like
come out and then he
yeah,
just like grabs
Rikishi just
Solo.
freaking grabs Solo and just hits
Um,
him with his own move, hits him with the move, like with the thumb, and
yeah,
and
that would
does
be
the whole like. I need all of it, bro. I need all of it. All the Us stuff is my favorite stuff. Like anything Us related is my favorite stuff. I've been loving those guys for I've been loving watching those guys for a long ass time. Now to see them like at the top of the stage, like, because like I wouldn't even consider Rock part of that as much. Like as much as he is, like I wouldn't even consider. I'm talking about like that Rikishi, you know, Yokozuna, like that lineage of individuals. Like seeing Jay, Roman, and Jimmy like all get their shine afterwards is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely is dope. So overall, I'm gonna go with Jimmy, and you're going with Jay, right?
I'm going with Jay.
All right, no yeet, no yeet. All right. So this next match, very interesting one, because I kind of think this guy fell down the card a little bit. So they're both having issues with the bloodline, but when this dude came back, he came back pissed off and ready to fight anyone. And that guy was AJ Styles. Oh, and he came back jacked as hell. Like that dude was swole. But yeah, AJ Styles came back and he didn't give a crap. He started beating up LA Knight. He took my spot against Roman, and now they're at Mania. So, what do you think? Who do you got in this match?
This is the toughest one for me, to be honest. There's like not really like a clear cut for me here. Like I if it was me, I'm probably gonna go LA Knight just because the amount of more promo he did
Yeah,
for this, like to try to get this fight going. Um, but I would not be surprised AJ Styles is AJ Styles, and it's always a good like I just enjoy watching AJ Styles wrestle.
yeah,
Like it's not that necessarily like I like as much as I like what he does on the mic, and I just like watching him wrestle. Like
yeah.
he's just a good wrestler, like a really, 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 really good wrestler.
One of the
And he's
best.
probably one of the oldest guys on the card nowadays. So it's like,
Yeah,
so I just like to see one more AJ Styles match at WrestleMania. I'm not opposed to it, regardless on what happens.
yeah, not at all. Yeah, me too. I think LA Knight's gonna win this. They
Mm-hmm.
gotta. The crowd's gonna go crazy for LA Knight. He has to
Yeah,
get
just it's a
that
pop
Mania
match,
win.
right? It's just a
Mm,
pop match. LA has had the pop over the last few months, and
this is that TNA match in the back of my mind. Every time I see them, I'm like TNA, TNA. It's good. I love it. I really like it. Oh yeah, but LA Knight, it's crazy. He was like at the top. He was one of the main guys, the main stars of the show. But then when Punk came back, The Rock
Mhm.
kind of like fell down.
Like it was like a but like you I don't even think like like it's that bad of a thing though. Like
No, it's not.
just
It's
for
not terrible.
him, just for him, I feel like his rise went way too fast. You know what I mean? Like everybody loved the guy. I still even love the guy. Just
Yeah,
like it like they have a way of like bringing him back down to earth. So if his opportunity kind of comes where he's still like a main card guy, but if his opportunity kind of comes back around for some reason, he could be a guy that takes that spot from somebody because he still gets a pop. Like the
yeah,
guy still gets a pop. Like
yeah.
I could see him being one of the guys that take out Gunter. Like that's been like one of my thoughts for a while now. Like I could see him being one of the guys just because of the level of pop he got.
Gunther, that's a different animal right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different beast.
But I love watching Gunter wrestle. So and I don't want them to stop having Gunter be the champion until they bring Dragunov up and have them fight.
Yes, that's what I've been saying. That's we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. But yeah, we both got LA Knight, right?
Yep.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Yeah.
uh,
I love that shit. So all right, let's just go to the Intercontinental Championship match. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. So Zayn won a gauntlet match. He beat Who did he beat in that match? He beat Chad Gable. He beat I think Nakamura. No, Bronson Reed as well, and Nakamura.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, he fought Nakamura a couple times, but I
Yeah.
don't think it was part of the gauntlet. I think he just fought him before that gauntlet. Actually.
Oh, okay. So it's probably Bronson. Then he beat Gable in the last match.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Gable's been coaching up Sammy. He doesn't really think Sammy can do it, but he's trying to give him, some tips, some tricks. He's saying, "Come to Alpha Academy. We're gonna get your game up. We're gonna get your craft right." so,
Uh,
who do you have in this match?
I can't see Gunter losing in this match, man. There's one like I just can't like
Right.
too much. I just like there is always like the Sammy underdog story, but they had the opportunity to give Sammy his underdog story like way back in Montreal. So like I don't think this is gonna be the one for him. Unfortunate because I really like Sammy, like really like
He's
him.
gonna take an ass
But
whooping.
he's gonna get his ass whooped.
And he could sell really well, so it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a really good
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the best sellers in the game, I think.
Yeah. Right now, yeah. Him and Dolph, I would say. Yeah. But so yeah, Zayn. I want to see how Gable, like, if Gable, like, maybe gets involved somehow, maybe.
Help a little bit, some way.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll see with Gable. Because I'm intrigued to see.
I thought Gable should have probably won that gauntlet match.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted Gable to win that match.
Yeah, I just thought that they built him up so well to win it and give him another chance because that match against Gunter was fantastic.
Top tier.
Fantastic match. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that so I can't wait to see Sammy's chest red as a fucking tomato.
Red as his hair, bro. His chest is gonna be as red as his hair.
Man. So, like you said before, you were saying Ilya getting called up to take that belt. That's where I'm at. I want Ilya to get called up. Maybe Gunther's like, oh, he's a new member of Imperium or something, and then like he gets dropped.
They actually had like a fight in like NXT Europe. Like it's really, really, really dope. You can go YouTube it. It's really, really fire. I saw it. I actually went and saw it within like last week or so. I saw that match. I went back and saw it. It's really good, bro. I mean, but you just got to see. It's like I think there's something personal that's going on with Ilya, where like they don't want him. He can't really do too much traveling. Like there's something personal going on back in Germany, so he's like staying in Florida, doing his things in Florida, and then because that's where NXT's always at. It's just in Florida. And then he'll go back to Germany from there. So he doesn't have to travel like across the country to go see like so like once he kind of gets that whole situation taken care of. I heard it on Wrestle Talk today.
Okay.
Literally today they brought it up. So
all right. I mean, they could save that for the Berlin show, you know?
That's the show. That's exactly, bro. You couldn't have put it better right there. That's the show. That's the match for the Berlin show. Like Dragunov versus Gunter in Berlin would be huge.
Amazing. So this match, we both got Gunther for the win.
For sure.
All right. And hopefully Gable maybe gets a rematch of some sorts or something with Gable. I want them to bring maybe like a light heavyweight title or something. I don't know, or like an open weight title. Because I feel like there's a lot of people on the roster that maybe I don't want it to be like AEW where everyone has a title, but just something that the other mid carders can compete for, because I think the mid card right now is pretty like stacked.
Yeah, I mean they gotta get Gunter into that next tier of main carders. You know what I'm saying? Like he's ready for it at this point. Like personally, he's ready for it. He has his own team. He's ready for that next step to try to be like a main carder, in my opinion. But to say he's not a main carder now is just not real. He's a main carder now. It's just he's taking a mid card title around as a main carder. Like that's what it is.
Yeah, he built that title right back up.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, Gable gets his shot.
I know you got to bring up the one fight that I know you're most excited about.
Which one is that?
The women fight that you're most excited about.
Oh, I'm most excited for this one right here. Former friends. Last year she brought her in SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Brought her and Dakota Kai in. Trying to change the game. Honestly, I didn't really like the damage control thing until like Asuka and like Kyrie came in. I thought that's when it really got good. But yeah, this is gonna be a great match. Io Sky versus Bailey.
I was surprised you're most excited about that. To be honest,
I'm excited for both of them, but honestly,
I thought you would be way more excited about the sisters winning. Like I thought you would be way more excited about the sisters winning. I thought all the three sisters in one tag team.
Yo,
seeing Jade. We'll talk about Bailey. We'll talk about that one afterwards. We'll talk about Bailey and we'll talk about that one afterwards. Right. I knew you slipped on that though. You slipped on that.
I gotta scroll all the way down. I forgot about that one.
Slipped on that one.
Just Jade's entrance alone on SmackDown. It was SmackDown, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, she just a star. Like,
mm-hmm. I thought I heard the X-Men theme song in the background. I swore I heard the X-Men theme song for her the first walkout, not the second time. The first time she walked out, I swore I heard like the X-Men theme song because they call her the Storm, right? Like the white hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you call her the Storm. And I was like, bro, they're playing X-Men. They won. Like you don't get it. They won. Like
she looked.
So let's talk. We could talk about this fight because I really thought you were gonna bring this one up. We could talk about this fight. I am so excited for this one because have you seen Bianca Belair? like she took Jade Cargill as a challenge. Like I used to have the best physique in the WWE. Now she does. And she came out on SmackDown absolutely like bodybuilder look. Like torn up, like as torn up as a woman could be. Like as a bodybuilder level. And she did some bodybuilding from I think it was I watched it from when she was during the what's it called? She had her little documentary thing with her husband. She did some
the TV show they think?
The TV show, yep.
Yeah.
So she did some bodybuilding. But right now, she took Jade as a challenge because Jade obviously is like physique wise is like, what in the hell are they feeding these women? Like
honestly.
But yeah, I'm so excited to see what they're gonna do. Like we know they're gonna win.
They're gonna destroy them.
Yeah, they're gonna destroy them. Like Jay by herself is just an absolute animal.
Yeah.
And it's just like Trinity is just like I've always loved Trinity. Like I just thought she was always just like an awesome energy, even when she was a tag team with Sasha. Like I thought she was an awesome energy. Like, and she's a damn good wrestler. Like a damn good wrestler.
Very good.
Yeah, like a damn good wrestler. So like I just don't see that match going any other way but like a Jade Bianca Trinity showcase. Like it's a showcase.
Yeah, for real. Like Jade's gonna show out. We're gonna see some great spots. She's probably gonna like throw Kyrie into like Asuka and Dakota.
And those are some tiny girls too. You talking? Those are tiny girls.
They're gonna get tossed around.
Buck 30. Asuka's maybe $150. And you're talking about girls that squat double that probably.
Yeah, like they're gonna get some strikes in, and they might spray some mist, but that's it.
Yeah,
They getting
some mist
slammed.
may be sprayed in some spots, but Asuka will have her tricks in her book. She's a damn good wrestler too.
Yes.
But let's talk about Bailey and Io.
Oh, I'm so with that.
Bailey is a interesting character to me. I always thought she was interesting in the sense that like it's almost like you want to hate her, but it's hard to kind of hate her. You know what I mean? Like there's something about her that just doesn't make her like an actual heel. Like it just like it's something I don't know. Maybe it was like just her past and what she did in her past.
Yeah,
You know what
maybe.
I'm saying? But like it just doesn't almost feel right as a heel. And now that she's a face, I want her to win everything.
Yeah.
Like I do. I personally like, and like I don't even think the way the story was built wasn't that great. But I just want her to win everything because like I just love her as a face. I don't know why I like her as a face so much, but I just like her as a face. I like when people are against her and she has to like overcome it and win it all. Like I like that from her. And I think she's gonna do it. I think this is one of the titles that switch.
I hear that, and I'm kind of on the fence about it because I'm like, yes, I want Bailey to win. Bailey, like this would be a great story of finishing, like ending storybook ending.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the one thing I'm thinking is if Julia from Stardom, if she shows up and like joins Damage Control and like screws over Bailey, then keep the story going on. But other than that,
I just think that title is so like if you give it to Bailey, then you can have Bianca try to win it from Bailey and it wouldn't matter. I think you can have Jade try to win it from Bailey and it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? Like if you do it from Io, then you're kind of just like killing. There's not like a storyline behind it. Where Bailey can build a storyline with anybody. You know what I mean? She can literally build a storyline with anybody, right? Where it's like she can go back at Bianca Belair and that storyline be just fine.
yeah. I'm hearing rumors about Julia showing up, and it'll be great to have her show up at Mania.
Yeah, she's gonna show up in the Bianca Belair match, and she's gonna get her ass whooped with the rest of her.
She could, yeah, maybe.
That's what's gonna happen, bro.
Nah,
but I wouldn't be surprised. I
would
wouldn't be
want her to
surprised if she
debut
shows
and
up.
get her ass whooped.
We should at the end we could talk about who we think is going to show up.
All right, fair enough. So, all right, so I'm gonna go with Bailey as well with you. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So then we have the next women's match. This is gonna be another great. This is gonna be a great match. So Becky won the Elimination Chamber match. And WB teased this for a long time that her and Rhea would walk down like the hallway in the back, and they would look at each other and all that. Yeah, and it's getting a little heated. Rhea's bringing up Becky's kid and all that. So I think this is gonna be I don't know if it's gonna be as good as her versus Charlotte last year, but this is gonna be a really good match. And
I mean, any match with Becky Lynch is a good match, bro.
Yeah. Well, either of them, any match is great.
I did not like Rhea's match against what's her face recently.
Don't say Maxine.
No, I'm not seeing. The bigger girl. I can't remember her name.
Nia?
Yeah.
Nia? Oh, yeah, Nia.
It wasn't. It was.
Yeah, Becky had some good matches with her.
Becky did, but Rhea is just. It's all power, right? Like it's a lot of power moves with Rhea.
Rhea's like the best character right now. I don't know, like she's just got it. She's got it all down pat. But I think
it's her time. It's her time. You feel me? It's just her time. Like I wouldn't be mad if they try to do if Rhea wins this. I wouldn't be mad if Becky wins this, but if you ask me who do I think's gonna win it, I think Rio's probably gonna win it because I just think that her storyline is more intriguing.
Yeah, I don't think Rhea's
Now,
dropping
the
that
only
title.
thing that kind of like makes me pause about that is they're going to Europe soon. That's the only thing that makes me pause about that because I know that they have like an Ireland show. They have like and like Becky is going to be probably the more pop in Europe than Rhea, but I might not know what I'm talking about. That's the only thing that makes me pause though, is that the fact that they are going to Europe like pretty much right after Backlash.
Yeah. But I also heard that, her and Seth might take some time off after. So,
Oh,
I
that wouldn't surprise me.
yeah. So
It would not surprise me.
I don't think Rhea's dropping this title to like WrestleMania 41. So
Really? She's
yeah,
gonna have it for a whole nother year?
yeah, I don't think Rhea's dropping it anytime soon until she faces like Jade or Bianca. So yeah. So we both got Rhea for that one, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's get to the tag match. We got the Tribal Chief, and we got the Great One, The Rock. We got them versus Seth freaking Rollins and Cody Rhodes. So
There's no way that Cody Rhodes gets a match by himself. There's no way
you don't
he gets
think
a match.
so?
No way. No way that. What's more entertaining?
I don't know.
What's more entertaining?
I don't know.
Having The Rock involved with everything is more entertaining.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro.
But
Go for it. Go for it.
See, my thing is, I think Cody and Seth win. I think Seth pins The Rock. But the caveat is, I think it's because Roman screws over The Rock. I think Roman's like, oh, you're the final boss. You're saying you're this, you're that. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the main guy, not you. Like, and he's gonna screw him over. And then I think when he versus Cody, like he's gonna go in the back. He's gonna tell them, I don't need any of you guys. I'm the tribal chief. I'm Roman. And then he's gonna verse Cody. And he's gonna, damn, I need that backup, and it's not gonna be there for him. And I think they're all gonna side with The Rock. That's where I'm headed with it. I think Heyman, all them side with The Rock. Roman loses. He's down bad, and then they bring up Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga with him, and then it's like a civil war like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Here's what I think ends up happening. Here's what I think ends up happening. I think that they're gonna have that WrestleMania, that tag team match, and Roman and The Rock are gonna win. But it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like they're button heads throughout the entire match, right? Roman and The Rock win. The Rock in that fight, in the fight with the Bloodline rules, right? They have The Rock as the special referee, right?
Yeah.
And The Rock remembers what happens yesterday, the night before, and he gets his licks on Cody. But as soon as Roman wants to pin him, he just lays it on Roman, like lays it on Roman. And then eventually Cody wins. Like eventually Cody wins. And like that's how the Civil War starts. Like I feel like there has to be a Civil War here.
Yeah.
Like I can't see it not happening. And especially like you heard the rumors too that the Fatu brothers are probably coming to WWE.
Yeah.
And I mean, we got what's it called? His daughter as like partly running NXT at this current
Yeah,
moment.
she's the GM.
Yeah, so it's like I just like there's a civil war that's brewing. It's about to happen. It's just after Cody gets the title off of him, I think.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm here.
whatever happens, I'm here for it. I'm here for the cinema of it all. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. The cinema of it all is going to be fantastic.
exactly. So we basically did 2 matches with that one. So we went over the tag match and the Cody and Roman
I
match.
think we only have 2 more matches. Final Testament, Bobby Lashley, and
They're on the card?
Jade. Yeah, I see them on here right now.
I didn't even not even the first one I spoke about. So let's just speak about that one because I'm kind of upset because last year Bobby didn't get a match, and now Bobby's getting this thing. Like, I mean, it's something for Karrion Kross and them to do, but I think Bobby deserved to get a bigger match. But like always, they never have anything creatively for him.
I think they were a little bit too late with the creative on it. Like, I don't mind where it's going with him. Like, him being like a boss of a team is something that I probably would have wanted for him. And I think that he'll win this match. And I do like Karrion Kross, and I like this Final Testament, but they got to build this story up, man. Like, it's not enough storytelling for them at all. Like, they get a clip, and we're supposed to know who the fuck they are. Excuse my language, but seriously, barely know who the guys that are next to Karrion Kross are. I don't even know their names. I know it's like authors of pain or something.
Yeah, like AOP. It's Akam and Razor. But
yeah, I barely know their name, but they look like some bad dudes. So like, just like build them up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to see both of them built up. I love the Street Profits. I've always loved the Street Profits. I thought them not being a part of that tag team like thing, if you added them to that tag matchup, it makes that tag matchup all right. We have one more team that we could probably say could win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where right now it's just 2 teams that we know that we could probably say that could win.
Yeah.
So it's like how they did it and how they're doing it with these groups of these 2 individuals. I just don't. Not enough storyline was built for this to be a WrestleMania matchup, personally. But once again,
something.
I'm gonna see Bobby. I want to see the Street Profits. I like watching Karrion Kross wrestle, and those 2 dudes are bad dudes. All right, let's get it going. I'm still going Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby and the Profits are definitely winning this match. Definitely.
And then we got Seth and Drew, and I think that's it.
Yep, Seth and Drew. I love this match, and featuring not Cody, CM Punk. I don't know.
We didn't do Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens.
Oh my god! Nah, we can do that one last. Let's just do Drew and Seth. So featuring Punk. So I don't know how Punk's gonna play a part in it. I could just see Punk GTS both of them at the end of the match.
He's not medically cleared.
He's gonna do something like screw these guys.
I'm pretty sure he's doing like a whole he is going to be on the commentary for a lot of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like they know that's what he said in the Ariel interview.
So with Drew and Seth, Drew won the Elimination Chamber. I'm pretty sure he was the first one on there, right? He was the first one out, and he went through the gauntlet and won it. And now he's challenging Seth, and this is Drew's time. This is the best Drew McIntyre I've seen ever. This Drew was amazing. Him and Punk segment on Raw was top tier.
I'm excited for tonight.
Top tier.
I'm excited for tonight.
And my thing is, Drew's definitely gonna beat Seth. Yeah, I think once Punk is healthy, he's gonna beat Punk too. And we're gonna be in the McIntyre era, man.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now. He ain't being Punk.
Beating
I'm
Punk.
not. He ain't being Punk. I'm telling you right now. But as for this matchup, I think you are correct. I think that they're gonna make it more of like Seth took his eye off the ball.
Mm,
That's what they're gonna make it out to be like. You know what I mean?
I
He
can see
was so
that.
focused on that tag team match. He gets injured in that tag team match. Injured or however they want to put it. And he's just like a shell of himself against Drew. And Drew
Think
just
Drew just
dominates.
squashes him.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see like a few claymores.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Seth is
I
done.
think you're right though. At this current moment, it's Drew because he's building up with that Punk matchup, right? Like he
Yeah.
has that heat with Punk, and like eventually Punk's gonna come back, and I think you're right, and I think it's gonna be Drew versus Punk for, you know. But I think that like you can make Drew versus like a Gunter at any time. Like that's always a good matchup.
Oh
I
my
love that
god.
that matchup. Um,
Amazing.
yeah, but like that, that's where we're at with that specific thing. Is like I just think Drew has built himself up correctly to take this off of Seth, and obviously like Seth has the whole bloodline situation and he's trying to help with Cody. I think it's just the can't do two things at once type of situation.
Yeah. Yep. Seth is gonna get caught up by a Claymore kick. And that'll do it. So the last match. United States Championship. So we got Logan Paul, who had issues with Kevin Owens for a while. They've been having their little feuds. But then after Elimination Chamber, he decides to cost Randy Orton in the match. So now Orton's in the championship picture. So now we have the triple threat match. Logan, Randy, and Kevin. And this one, I think Logan's retaining. I think Logan's gonna sneak the win. Orton and KO probably gonna fight or something, and like Logan just sneaks it out somehow. So yeah, I got Logan
Yeah.
Paul taking it.
I'm actually gonna go against you here. I think for some reason there's like I think Logan loses this, but he's not the one that gets pinned in the scenario. I think he's the one that's kind of like out of the, and then they'll build up whoever they. I think it'll end up being KO, and they'll build up KO versus Logan at like a backlash or something along the lines of that. I could just for some reason like they probably don't have like they probably are not thinking of Logan as a wrestler that's going to show up every week. So it's like
I mean, he has been.
he has been, right? But like it's up to WrestleMania, right? So like after WrestleMania is what I'm thinking of like are you full time actually? Like well that will really tell. It'll really tell if he wins this
Yeah.
title if he's actually full time. So that's kind of my only slight to it, but it doesn't seem like he's doing anything else. It's not like he had another boxing event that he wants to do or anything along the lines of that. It's like so that's my only thing is like I don't know how full time Logan is. I know how full time KO is. I know how full time Randy is.
Yeah, I think Logan's staying because SummerSlam's gonna be in Cleveland, so he's definitely gonna be there for.
A point.
He's definitely gonna be there. I think he's.
That title can switch both back and forth between them.
It could definitely switch back and forth. I think by then it will probably be Logan versus LA Knight, or
That's probably the best fight that they can do for that.
Yeah, because LA Knight needs the title soon. Like I don't think KO or Randy needs that title really.
No, you're right. It kind of legitimizes Logan too having the title.
Yeah. So I kind of see like a fluke win, like I don't know, like he gets knocked out and Orton's on the ground already, and he just like lays on him, or KO one of them, something like that.
Mhm.
Or he gets like sneak one of his boys passing the brass knuckles, like you
Mhm.
know. So
For sure.
yeah. So I don't think I'm missing any other matches.
Nope, that's it. I really do hope we see Rikishi this weekend. That's the one guy I really, really hope we see.
Yeah, I would love to see that. If he comes out with the Too Cool entrance, I'll be dancing.
He just needs to be. Do you think? Oh, dude, that would be so cool. Whatever, like they brought like Stone Cold out.
Yeah, there's news. There's I was hearing
Or
rumbles
I'm
on
like, I was
Stone
just looking
Cold.
through some things. I like what rumors I think could potentially have. Like Stone Cold helps Cody out
Yeah,
in the
Stone
Rock
Cold and
feud.
Cena. Stone Cold and Cena could pop out.
Hmm.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind seeing Stone Cold.
No, no, that wouldn't be either. And like you could have Rikishi still help him in the bloodline if you really want to. You know what I'm saying? You could still have him in that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, the mayhem that's about to ensue this weekend.
The mayhem that's about to ensue in like 30 minutes.
I know, right? I gotta go turn that on here.
Definitely. So I'm gonna end it here. You know, it was good talking to you. Good talking about the interview and the predictions, things of that nature. Hopefully, I can do this more consistently. I usually have my boy Nick on here too, but he's more busy than me. So yeah. All right, guys. So this is it. Me and Joey, we signing off. Everyone like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.